This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Welcome to Treasure Island, a masterful blend of challenge and playability. Always need to keep on the lookout for secret paths and twisted turns throughout the course. You never know, maybe even some hidden treasure. This is unlike anything we've seen, Frank, in all our travels around the world. I'm Rich Lerner, and my partner for EA Sports is Frank Novello. Frank, this is a nasty-looking opening par 4, but hey, for a pirate, this is nothing.
No time to throw out the anchor, that's for sure. Two choices down the first. The easier way, stick it to dry land there down the right. Nice little piece of fairway. If you want to be bold and flash it across the cliffs there, go left of that mountain and you'll find a little piece of green grass. Find that in a very easy second.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. 1 under early in the round. Frank, I've seen some par 3s around the world. This is one of the best I have ever seen.
It's certainly a sharp-edged par 3 going across that ravine. Well protected by a couple of bunkers short of this green, and it's very well fortified. And certainly not one to send it over that right bow, because you'll find those 2 ponds down there.
Need a good blast off the tee. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. And with that, 1 under par. Well, Frank, on this hole, the play obviously is to the left, but not too far left.
Too far left and you find the water. You'll find a water grave down there, but you're right. Skinny fairway down that left side. This old Captain Hook does bend to the right. And good tee shot, you just might be able to reach this par 5 and 2.
Funny that a hole called Captain Hook would bend to the right. Well, this is a humbling game, isn't it, Frank?
Well, shots like that, not to be proud of. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich. It's no snack, though.
Can't make it, Frank, if you don't hit it.
Hubert Green once said, 99% of putts left short don't go in. know what happened to the other 1%, but
And getting ready for the putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
just time to forget that one. I mean, couldn't hit that much better.
And so just getting started, even par so far. Well, Frank, as if this tee shot wasn't hard enough, look what's in the distance, just to throw a little scare into the player.
Devil's Cauldron, you know, that's the volcano in the distance, but it's also a good line there, Rich. This is a really narrow fairway that's anything other than straight. So your tee shot, you really have to imagine where that ball's going to land. Which part of the fairway is it going to land on?
You really need to be on your game here at Treasure Island. 315. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Two's always better than one when you're counting birdies in golf. Well, Frank, as we zero in on this hole, you can see plainly that it requires well, should we say,
a good head.
A heady approach.
That's right. Skull on the right will remind you of that enormous feature there on the right side. And that's one of the things about the short par 4 is there's so many little architectural features you'll follow along the way. Skinny fairway, just bends a little to the left like a cutlass. And then once you get up on the green, it's the Jolly Roger is the shape of the green, skull and crossbones.
That's right.
And plus the bunkers, they don't look like normal bunkers, Rich.
You know, what happened here, Frank?
Well, they say there's treasure on this island, and those, well, they were man-made. They were digging for anything other than sand.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies. You hate to miss the short ones. Ouch. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Solid par to remain 1 under. Frank, hopefully top of your game and top of the world from this point at the 6th.
Huge elevation here, Rich. So obviously that tee shot is going to go that much further off the elevation. And that's really the goal. Tee it high, let it fly a little. Keep it left of the needle top mountain on that left side. And really you won't have much left on this fairly short par 4.
Well, now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. One under on the day. Frank, to get home in 2 on this par 5, the 7th, you'd need more than a great shot on your second. You'd need like a cannon shot, wouldn't you?
You'd need a cannon off the tee. 100+ yards, play that much longer. Really the goal here is still make sure you get on the fairway, because this is a difficult fairway to hit because it steeps down over several different levels, plus it's hardly flat.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be.
Second shot.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it, send it.
Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a greenside bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sandwich. Amazing.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. Rounding out the front 9 here with this par 4, and hopefully you can walk off onto the second 9, Frank, and say, I mermaid 4 here. Beautiful looking shot right here. Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Not quite enough on that one, couple of feet short.
Yeah, hopefully he taps it in. Not his best, but hopefully it's just 2 putts.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Wow, that's disappointing. Chance to get too deep on one hole, and you leave it short.
Well, the good thing is he didn't miss it, right? It didn't go past and miss. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Okay. Still has a chance for birdie, too.
Right, okay. I like that positive attitude.
Setting up to start the back 9 here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank, he'll be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
Now at 1 under for the round. Frank, to me, this is the ultimate test of a gamer's ability. A par 5 like this, right in the middle of Buccaneer Bay with all of these choices. This is something special.
It is. Forget the fairway on the left. Forget the one next to it, even the one short of it. Look at the two on the right, because those two give you a chance to reach the par 5 and 2.
Frank, we've all been there. You hit one in the water, you're down. How do you regroup?
You've got to start from scratch again. Everybody's going to hit bad shots. That's just the nature of the game. But compounding mistakes, that's the problem that you want to avoid.
This now the 4th shot after the last one was in the water.
Yeah, just somehow just get it on the green. That was terrible.
Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Frank, here at the 12th, again, you need to make a trip across a couple islands.
Well, that's the thing with Buccaneers Bay. All those choices to be made. There's 5 places, really, to find dry ground. The first 3 for the mere mortals. But if you really want to power up on your EA Sports game, look at the 2 in the distance. You hit something special, you just might find land.
Well, we've seen this before today, in the bunker. And wait for it. Yes, 105 yards away. Frank, not easy to keep your eye on the target when you've just splashed down.
Yeah, but on the flip side, too, one bad shot doesn't have to lead to 2.
So the previous shot into the drink, this now the 4th shot. This will be the 4th shot now coming out of the bunker. One over for the day. Frank, this is an amazing hole. The par 5 13th. First chance eventually to get to Volcano Island, but also a chance to make a huge number here. So much trouble.
Well, you can see why, too. There's trouble all over the place here, Rich. Fairway really is down the right side. And then it depends on how far you hit that tee shot. For multiple of choices with the second, do you go all the way down there? Do you even try and reach the par 5 and 2? Or do you skip across to the other side on the left? And then faced with a lengthy 3rd shot. All those decisions abound on this par 5, just under 600 yards.
Not very good at all right there.
No, I think it's time to sell the clubs, buy a tennis racket.
Oh, what an incredible shot. Frank, you could say the back 9 starts to heat up right about this point in the round.
You could say there's a lot to love her about.
To the right of the player, teeing off here at the 14th.
Yeah, just keep it there as close as you can to the hill or the side of the volcano, and then you just see the green sneak in behind there. Good tee shot and a long tee shot, and then the hole's not too difficult. Hit it short, maybe a little crooked, gonna find some trouble.
Nothing wrong with that one. How about 300 yards and in the fairway? And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game.
Getting set now over the putt. Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. Frank, now the climb begins here at the par 3 15th.
Up we'll go, that's for sure. The rather meager 145 yards is going to play much longer than that because of the steepness of the elevation. So you better club up, club accordingly. But there's a reward there. We're going to get closer and closer to the heat of Treasure Island.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Drops the putt to go to 2 under. Frank, the climb continues here at the 16th. Tricky, especially off that tee. You can see there's trouble there on the left.
Devil's elbow. That's why it's called that, Rich. Aim a little far left, or don't find the landing strip, and you will pay a severe price on this dogleg right par 4. Plus the green is just sort of cut right into the side of the volcano.
How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck. Yeah, it was a little over-ambitious.
And setting up here in the rough.
Always tough to get a decent flight out of the rough. And you could see that ball was never soaring out of that light.
Frank, here we go again. Another shot from the rough.
Yeah, let's see if he learned his lesson.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
So with that, the score is now at even par. Now to the par 4 17th. 366 yards from the back tee here to the middle of the green. Not much room for error here, Frank.
Yeah, it mightn't be long, but the price you pay if you're offline, especially to the right, you pay with your life.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Frank, not close, but not bad either.
Well, you can always make the odd 20-footer, and that's exactly how far they are away.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Pretty good effort right there. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Still even par for the day. Well, Frank, we thought 17 at TPC Sawgrass was hard. Try hitting it over lava.
I was going to say, this is a lovely finishing hole, Rich. A lovely finishing hole.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
And it makes the green in regulation. Fairly long, 25-foot putt here. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Could use this one. This is for par. Wow, I thought he made that.
Oh, that even caught me by surprise, Rich. I thought par was in the bag.
This now for bogey. Not his best, but not bad. 73 for the day. Well, Frank, we know that pirates, they pillage and they plunder, but who knew they could shoot